Welcome to the Christmas crafting session with me, Vanessa, and today I'm going to show you how to make some DIY Christmas baubles. The first Christmas decoration I'm going to show you how to make is this 3D interlocking bauble. So for this, you need some cardboard. Make sure that it's thin enough that you can cut it. I got some fire logs with this cardboard, so I saved it. You'll need your scissors. You also need like a circle template and a marker. And you'll need some wool, which is actually optional. You don't necessarily 100% need that. And something to colour it. So you could do paper or oil pastels, whatever you want. So you're going to start by cutting out 2 shapes the same size. That's why we have the template. So I'm going to cut out 2 circles using my template. Now, you can also use the same method to make other kind of 3D decorations. For example, a 3D Christmas tree. If you cut out 2 triangle shapes, and then you can use the same idea to interlock them to make a 3D shape. For this one, we're going to do our circles, and we're going to cut these circles out. Now, for the next part, it's handy to have a ruler because what we need to do is we need to draw 2 slits. So I find about the center of my circle, which is there, and I'm going to draw a line down the middle. Now you need to make sure, so I'm just going to check that's about the center. It's about right. And we're making a little slit. So the slit needs to be the width of the cardboard. See how thick the cardboard is? And that's about the thickness of my slit. You're going to make them, you're going to make 1 slit here, and then you need to make another slit going like that because they need to meet in the middle. So I'm going to cut this out. It needs to go about halfway. So pull that up there. Get rid of that. And then I can use my ruler to get an idea. Yeah, it's about halfway. And then I'm going to push it down on my shape. Draw another slit. Now, if you were doing like a Christmas tree shape, so you do the slit there and there. Okay, so one from the bottom up, one from the top down. And for this, it's going to be the same because it's the same whichever way you look at it. So now I've got this slit and I'm going to cut this out. And chop that out there. Now for mine, I put a little slit all the way around the edge so I could make this 3D shape with my wool on it. You might not want to do that. You might want to just have it as a 3D bauble, like so. Now if you do this and it doesn't go the whole way, it just means you need to make the slits a little bit longer. But there's my 3D bauble, and I'm going to cover them. So I'm going to use some map pages for this. So I'm going to put my circle down. I'm going to trace around it. And I'm going to do, I need 3 circles because, or 4 circles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll try and cut this out. So this is an old atlas I picked up in the charity shop. And I've been using it for different craft projects. So I'm going to cut my first circle out. And then I'm going to cut 4 more the same size. And I'm not going to worry about the slit just yet. I'm going to cut the circles out first. Now, so I have my 4 circles and I'm going to stick them on to my bauble. So I just need to get some glue, and I'm just using a little sheet here to stop the glue getting on my background. So I've got my glue, and I'm going to put glue onto my cardboard. It doesn't really matter, they're the same size, so it doesn't matter which one you put it on. And I'm using the brush to spread it out so that I don't end up with too much glue. I don't want a lot of glue on it. Now, this is going to be the top, so I'm going to pop this like so. And I've just picked random maps, but of course you could pick maps of, you know, particular places. And the reason I've put the glue on the cardboard is because then anything that's bigger, I can trim it off without getting glue on my scissors, including that little slit there, which is important that you do that now. Before you put the other side on. So that's the top there. So I'm turn it over and I'm going to put glue on that one. So again, put glue on the cardboard. And you could, of course, you could cover this in any kind of paper. You could do Christmas paper, which would be great. Or you could just use markers if you don't have any paper or any glue. So now we're going to do the same, trim it, and then get into that . Now, I'm just going to check that that's going to work. Yeah. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on my other bauble. And you need to remember as well that if this is the top here, and this one is going down like that, then if you're doing maps, then this is going to be the top on that map. So just think about location. So this should slide into here like so. And you have your 3D Christmas bauble. Now, if any of the paper wants to pull away, you can just make sure, just squish it in so it's all nice and neat. Now, in terms of hanging this, there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. What I like to do is put a little bit of string in here. So I'm just going to get some string. I'm going to show you the next part. Now, so I have this wool here. I'm just using up what I have. So I'm just going to get a piece of it. Now I'm going to double it up because I want it to be nice and thick. I'm going to put it through this bottom piece. Make sure that it's about the right height. And the only thing with this is it can't be too thick, because what you're going to do now is you're going to slide. Let's just make sure it slides in nicely, neatly there, like so. I've tied a knot there. And then I'm going to tie a knot at the top, like so. Trim it. And there you have your little Christmas bauble. It's a 3D design, and if you want, you can cut little slits in it and you can wrap different kinds of thread around it. The deeper the slit that you do, the more the wool will go in on your bauble. So there is your Christmas DIY bauble. And remember, you can do the exact same thing with other 3D shapes like Christmas trees or all different kinds of things. The only thing is that the two shapes need to be exactly the same size. I hope you've enjoyed that crafting, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.